Alright, next I'm going to show a basic crunch as well as a few variations to make it a little bit more challenging. So a couple of progressions on the crunch. Let's start with the basic crunch first. So your crunch is actually a very small range of motion movement. There isn't a whole lot of movement. You're trying to just work the abs on a crunch, the abdominal muscles, and all they do is flex the spine. So that's about it. That's about all your abs do. I like to go hands behind the head. It helps to support the neck and also lengthens the lever a little bit, so it adds just a little bit of challenge. Feet about shoulder width apart, flat on the floor, hands behind the head. You can squeeze your butt a little bit if you want to flatten out the back. A lot of people with back problems, that really helps them with their crunches. So you can flatten out the back there and then curl yourself up. Think of rolling up into a little ball. You're not folding up like in a sit-up. That's abs and hip flexors. Where on a crunch, you're really just trying to focus on the abs. So you're just curling up. Like I said, a pretty small range of motion. But if you're doing them right, you will feel those abs working. If you want something a little bit more challenging, you can do what I call a curl-up crunch. You get the lower body and lower abs involved. So that's your starting movement, legs extended, body back, and then crunch up. And as you crunch, pull your knees in. Curl up into a little ball. Extend out. Crunch. And those actually start to get pretty tough. On all your crunching or ab movements, you want to use your breathing to get a better contraction. So when you're squeezing your abs, when you're moving, when you're producing movement, producing force, so when you're crunching up, that's when you want to exhale. Exhale on the hard part, on exertion. And when you're lowering yourself back down, that's when you want to breathe in. And your body will probably naturally do that anyways. And it's effective breathing, and your body's pretty effective most of the time. If you want to add some rotation in, get the obliques involved, you can do a bicycle crunch. I'm sure you've probably seen this one, maybe even done it. Hands behind the head, you start back in this position, and as you crunch, you're going to rotate, pointing this elbow to this knee, and pull that knee in. So it's kind of like the curl up crunch, but like I said, you got that rotational component now. So you got the obliques involved. And that's a few variations on the crunch. Help you get a pretty good ab workout.